It's Monday, so guess what? Time to go to the library. Well, I'm back from the library now. I just finished the project proposal and started the risk assessment and did a load of other things, email people, stuff like that. So far, actually pretty darn good. Productive person. I only have one picture of me actually being in the library, insert picture here. Yes, it's a dark picture. That's something else I do entirely, not relevant to this FMP. But anyway, this afternoon's plan was to warm my lunch, which is kind of go home because I need to do lunch and it's going to boil. Something soup, and then after that I'm going to work on some things I couldn't do down there. I want to update a blog because it's a bit behind. Anything else I can think of? At the moment it's mostly just doing the blog and then research, yeah. Until Wednesday I haven't got that much to do because it's just like I don't know what's happening till Wednesday. Essentially I emailed my supervisor this morning and asked about that, and yeah, apparently we're having that organised on Wednesday and then we'll organise meetings weekly and stuff like that. So until then I haven't got much. And suddenly it's Tuesday. Yes, I totally forgot to record anything yesterday after I had lunch. Put it mildly, didn't do anything fancy, did nothing very much, I just play games and a bit of fun. I suppose because I had nothing to do currently. Today's plan though is to catch up on some things. I want to get the blog up to date because that's slightly behind. I have a thing I want to write about. I also want to write a bit, not write a bit, but find the references for the Raspberry Pi research I did back in December. I was a bit ill and didn't annoyingly remember to log that stuff. I like exciting news, I just got my Parkrun volunteer t-shirt, I've just ordered it. After doing Parkrun since June. Otherwise, at the moment, I'm just pretty much transferring my music library to my laptop, so I have some music to listen to when I'm at uni, because I'm bored otherwise. I'll pop to uni this afternoon to do that blog, and then this evening I'll chill. Tomorrow I'll kick off with the presentation, get me a supervisor, sort things out like that. So I'll update you guys on what's happening as and when. Well, I finished it eventually. There it is. The book looks like pointing is really difficult, so that way. Yeah, there it is. Essentially, the blog post is up. I didn't go to uni after all, decided against it. This is my last day off recently, so I thought I might as well just enjoy it and be chill. So that'll be all for today, I think. I don't think I can really do ahead of schedule. Tomorrow, obviously, I'll know a lot more what's going on. I'll probably do a long rant about what's going to happen and explain a few more details as and when. So until then, see you Wednesday. Suddenly it's Wednesday. So just got back from uni, had a quick lesson design. It was good work, I feel like I'll do okay with it, it's not that bad. But now I've got about an hour and a half for the actual meeting. This will tell me a lot more about what I'm doing. And I'll probably get terrified how much work I'll do. No, my luck. But currently it's just like, cup of tea, chill, wait for it to happen. Hopefully I then know when my supervisor meetings are and know what I need to do coming weeks, and I'll start seeing my schedule. I'm probably going to do it tonight actually. I'm not going to do running tonight, I don't think, because I usually do running Wednesday evenings, but where we're running today, or the club, would be 2 miles away just to get there. And I have to run there, I haven't got a way to get there otherwise. So that's kind of out of the question, especially with my stomach not quite being right. I think it's just because I'm not used to running. A few weeks off didn't help. So I'm going to probably not do that, and I'll do it for a run tomorrow morning instead to make up for that fact. So yeah, I will catch you in a bit, probably when I'm terrified of what I've got to do now. So, right, just back in that meeting. Essentially, lots to do. I've got my supervisor meeting now on Thursdays. Don't know when just yet. I'm going to get an email about that. Probably chat tomorrow now. I need to get the project proposal submitted as soon as possible. Purely because that's actually needed to be done so it gets approved so I can actually do the project. Even though I've already started it. Because I started it ages ago. So that's sort of what I've got to do tonight. So tonight's plan pretty much is just laptop, on bed, watch Netflix, work on the project proposal, finish it. I did most of it on Monday, which has helped a bit because it means I've got less to do today. Get my breath back in the walking. But I do have to redo a few bits. There's the project aims and the objectives talked about a bit differently in this meeting, and I'm not too sure I've done it right in my report. So I had to fix that up, make sure it's in a template format or something similar. I might say submit it in what I've got and say if it's not the right template, sorry I made you read more, but I wanted to show off a little bit of what I'm writing about. Plus it means the definition part of it won't be too hard. Definition wise, I'm going to probably work on that tomorrow a little bit, along with research for the games. I want to get both games written project wise, like the design, what I'm going to do with them, stuff like that, and then most of them are always pretty good. I should be pretty far ahead. I'm also going to start more risk assessment stuff and more of the project planning, as well as figuring out a way of tracking my hours. I might use a hacking plan. We'll see. I'm figuring it out as I go. But that's all for now. I'll catch you in a bit when I've got more to talk about. Well then, I've been busy. I have cut that down here, as always. That's a view, movie on there, working on the laptop. Just submitted the proposal, which was already written pretty much on Monday when I did that on Monday, because I was always ahead like that. And yeah, it's now just a matter of designing the games, pretty much, because I haven't designed them yet. I need to get them preferably designed by next week, because then I have something to work with. That will be most of tomorrow's plan as well, so we'll see. I might do a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, we'll see. But that's all for now. I'll catch you in a bit. Just the latest Thursday. Totally forgot to record anything after yesterday. I'm about to go for a run, so we're back in a bit. Let's go back for my run. I'm tired, let's put it that way. That was a tough run. I mean, I did it in sub 30 minutes, but for running 3.4 miles, that was hard, and I really felt exhausted afterwards. It didn't bode well for the 10k in April apparently, but hey ho, that's training for you. Still got 3 months to get used to it again, and I'm going to push for more running next month. I think I'm going to do 3 runs a week, 1, 2, just to make up for it. Plus, as I know I've got Mondays off all the time, I might Monday the paperwork day, and then I go to uni after the run from doing today, like I'm doing today. So today's plan now is pretty much to get dressed, because I'm still in the running gear. Yeah, I'm dressed obviously because I'm still sweaty like hell. Quick recovery, something to eat because I'm a little bit weak from the run. I don't have much after breakfast. And then pat laptop and stuff down, head to uni library, get some paperwork done. I want to get the game designs done. I want to research menus, I want to research music creation. I want to research the Unity input system because there's a new one. I know there's a new one 2019-3 or something, or 19.2. That they did a preview. I'm curious if that's going to be any better than the old Unity Input Manager from my controls from my arcade. So I'm going to look into that and see if it's ideal or not. If it is, then I'll use it. If it's not, I won't. Because the problem is if I use it, I can't do any dev work at uni because it requires a package that isn't built in the uni versions of Unity. And suddenly it's Friday. I know, I keep getting to record these things. Today's plan though is pretty much just some minor chores. I've done the shopping and all that stuff already, so that's all been done. But today's plan mostly is to get the input working on the menu. I did try a little bit last night with the new input system that Unity's got. However, one of the problems is you can't differentiate controllers, at least from what I can see. I went through it quite thoroughly, did a lot of research, nothing came up really conclusively. Some people have done it where they essentially had to press buttons to assign controllers to the inputs. But in my case that won't work. I want them to be kind of set in stone, and that's the problem. So I'm going to have to kind of leave that as it is. So today's plan pretty much involves getting the controls working in Unity, having a menu system of some sort, just a basic one, like going between 3 different planes. Having the terminals work, having the joysticks work, and having it not be like input lagged. I think I know what went wrong there, but I'm going to have to rework it, just make sure it doesn't happen again. So that's the plan for today, and then I've obviously got lessons, I've got design, and then I've got some reading to do. I've got some books out yesterday on level design and game design as a whole. I'm going to read through those briefly during the 1 hour between arts and crafts and lesson. I've got 4 till 5, and then after I've got 5 till 7 arts and crafts, and then that's pretty much it for today. So yeah, busy day. I've got viewing at 11, which is why I'm having to do all the chores early. I had to get up early, do all the washing up, do the bins, went shopping, grabbed all the food I need to grab, that kind of stuff. What else am I going to do? Not much else. park run, and that was great fun. Didn't do too badly, I think. I think I got a PP actually. I'm hoping so at least. I was sub 23 definitely, which is something good for me because my best PB is sub 24. Or sub 24, that's 22.54, sorry. Well, that's for you. Today's plan FMP wise is pretty much just to get the input system done. It's back over there temporarily, but I'll be getting it back onto the bed in a moment, sorting it out. We're going to go ahead and try and get the menu sorted out finally. We've got most of it done, but we need to make sure the menu options work with up, down, left and right. I'm going to do some checking on, add a bit more to the help class that does player detection, so it's who's who. Because currently it actually just assumes you're player 1, though you might not be. So I need to figure out a way of making it so you can always be assumed player 1 and then player 2 can't input stuff. Or having it ways like that. Because the moment it's just like, if player 1 does this, do this. But if player 2 does this, do that. I mean, it works, but I want to kind of polish it and finish it up.